these guys back. Yeet. Yeet. Where's the marine?
Why is that behaving like that? It's not saved. If anything, it's crashed. Ah, come on! It's too big a file is what it is. It's too big a file. Oh, you son of a... It didn't crash. It just didn't... Lousy. Good for nothing. Where's the file? Ah! Where's the file? Oh my god. Okay, just pick something else, table. Jesus, I didn't realise. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I think we'll just use something else. Something's gone wrong. Gentlemen. Where's the pretty thumbnail? Come on, I promised. I promised. Yes. Yes, that is what I want. Yes, please. Where's the browser? Jumbo, jumbo! Jumbo, jumbo! Got it. Oh, good. Thank you. You little son of a bitch.
Leave already. It's been 7 minutes. Huzzah! Yeah, woo, finished. Hello, everybody. Nobody's here.
Sorry, gentlemen, I was not being very clever. I had to do some click-ins, and it's a very boring story. I'll tell you anyway. So when you export an image in GIMP, right, you export it as a JPEG, and then a little teeny tiny window. Well, once you choose its file location, then a teeny tiny window appears. Where you set the quality of the image, and then and it exports, right? For some reason, that window appeared on my other monitor behind my downloads window. So I couldn't see it, and I thought it had crashed, and so I closed it, forced to close, and then I had to come back and oh, hey, what the hell? Who the hell is this person? He's coming in. This person's coming in, and he's saying, "What's all this crap?" You're right. Your eyes are working. It's a load of crap. Do you know what? I'm just going to set fire to it right now. Hello, Lucas. Yeah, I'm going to come in on the stream and say, "What's all this crap?" Because that's going to make him angry, and that will make me happy. I'm going to make him angry. Hello, we've not met before. Not the most civilized of entrances on your part. However, we might actually... we might yet prove fast friends. You never know. Never know your luck. Lucas, how you doing, bud? Oh, hoping to get my painting fox while at work. Painting box? Painting box? Nobel, that is impossible. You might as well tell water not to be wet, Nobel. You know? It's not possible. I have been looking forward to be sitting back down here. What a treat. What a treat. Thank you, Collector. That's true. Hydration is important. I am heavily hydrated. Yes, very much so. As if to prove my point right there. Yeah, I am full of water. How are we doing today? How are we doing today, you wretched? Yeah. Oh, I remember. Is it Return of the Jedi? When he's like, freeze. He's like, "You rebel scum." How are you doing, rebel scum? Favorite piece? Hard to nail down a favorite. Most recent would be this one. We completed this one yesterday. But normally my favorite is what I'm currently painting, but we've only just started. Yeah, I don't necessarily have a favorite. I'll just show you. These are the more recent ones. There's my paint rack. Good. This is all cardboard and it's wedged in. We have our tactical box here. This one actually holds everything in. I've just stuffed that in. You can see it's under quite a bit of pressure. This is a pretty good model. I'm really happy with this paint job. This is my Golden Demon entry. This is Captain Titus. He's pretty good. Speaking of which, we need to get another layer on Captain Titus because he is Captain Titus of the 500 layers. Yeah, I'd probably say Titus. Yeah. And you know what? The person who said, "What's all this crap?" He's a one and gone. One and gone. You know, I smelled you a mile away. You know? Just jump on a stream, say something mean. Oh, that makes me feel better. You know, one and gone. I'm unfortunately, I guess it makes people feel better to do that. But you miss me. You miss me. I'm sorry. Do you know why? Because I friggin' figured it out. I figured it out, guys. I figured it out why people trying to upset me doesn't work. Because it's nothing. It's nothing in the grand scale, right? Because I realised who's the one person that's been more consistently mean and vile and judgmental and horrid to me? It's me. So nothing else pales in comparison to that horribleness. So as a result, it's really inconsequential. And it's like, why didn't I realise it before? It's amazing. I feel so much better. And I don't have my wet palette. You kind of need that for a painting table, you peanuts. Sound off on the chat, please, guys. I'm worrying it's broken. Yeet. Oh no, there's been no sound off in the chat. Then Warden SOS. Freds, where are you? Where are you? Flammable null. I need some more sheets for my wetty palette. I need to add a new one. I tell you what, with painting every day, we are totally getting through these little pieces of paper. And baking paper is a little bit different. I think there's different types of baking paper. I think there's greaseproof and flammable null. So we've got a little bit of an issue. Hey, Mike Owen NZ, we've met before. Mike, before you give the game away, didn't we talk about New Zealand? And I said, do you live in Wellington? And then you said, I'd prefer not to say where I'm from. Is that you? The security conscious, sound-minded person that you are? Is that the same Mike Owen NZ? I know you don't live in Wellington if it is you. Have I remembered that right? Has Table Brain done a good braining? No, not I. Ah, no, Table has not done a good braining. I thought for a second we had a bit of lore about you. Definitely not sound-minded. Ah, well, I mean, you're in the right place. We base coated this guy. Now that I've got the old dash out and spray before it gets too cold, I've discovered I can base coat in this lovely Finnish winter. Yeah, so that's nice. Yeah, talking of brains, my brain is a tough one. It's a tough one. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Yeah, it's a toughie. It demands a lot of me, and I don't. It's like you've got to do these things. You've got to do these things at these times, or I'll punish you. It's like why brain? We're going Cantor Blue. As long as I'm like within the boundaries of social norms, you know, it's not like I'm jumping around the street shouting at people. You know, I'm not doing anything like that. But in the comfort of my own cupboard, you know, I can let the wonk out a little bit. This guy, he is Ultramarines. He's Captain Titus. Oh, you meant the other one? He's probably going to be my chapter. I would have thought this one was obviously an Ultramarine. I mean, you can definitely tell. So yeah, he's going to be my chapter, which looks a little bit like this. I am in the process of cooking up some lore for them. However, if the lore in its current form, these Marines wouldn't exist in this capacity. So I'm having some fun with that. Ideally, what I need to start doing is painting some 30k. But my chapter's Primarch, he's already gone by the time Horus Heresy rolls around. He's more involved around early unification. Not unification, sorry. What was it? What is it when they go just after the Unification Wars and they start branching out, you know, recapture Mars? Because he's one of the earlier Primarchs, because he has to disappear as well. But we're getting there with the lore. We're getting there with the lore. It's going to be pretty bloody exciting. I've decided as well, so I stream on other platforms, right, as well. And on a TikTok one is my first thing in the morning, like good morning, lovely day, and I just assemble stuff. It's ultimate it's ultimate fun, nerd fun, because I'm just putting together models with the kit, and it's just half an hour in the morning. It's a great way to start my day once I got the kids off, munchkins off to their school. But then the evening one is kit bashing, and it's an hour on Instagram, because Instagram gives you a 30-second. It's like you can stream for an hour, and it says closing down in 30 seconds, and it gives you a countdown, and it just turns it off. But what I'm kit bashing in there is a techno barbarian. I've decided some kind of techno barbarian monstrosity. I can't stop thinking about techno barbarians. It's interesting what you say about thick highlights. I'm think I'm moving towards no harsh gradients, but yeah, I kind of like a strong highlight that really jumps out, because when you think about it, yeah, in right in front of your face it might look a bit much, but I try to think in terms of everyone on a table, like far away when you're playing a game, so maybe you need them to jump out a little bit. I haven't decided. Bomber. So there's another Titus layer. Oh, missed a bit. Oh, here's a question. This is something I've been thinking about. Do we have to... yes, Titus. Yeah. Do we have to upgrade Titus's base? I do have a lot of extra bases. Should we glue him on an extra base? Because he's getting a bit big for this base, isn't he? Do you feel like I should glue him on a new base? I'll do it right now if you say yes. If anyone thinks we should, I have larger bases available. I think Titus might need one. So let's get that in. Get your opinions in. I'm gonna put a vote in for yes. Now that that's got a layer on, I've got to record it. Titus, we need another layer. There we go. Oh, there's way better painters than me out there in general, but there's also way better painters who can do Borderlands paint style. There's loads of really, really good painters out there. So what we're continuing today is this beautiful... Oh, Nobel! Nobel, you are... No, don't ever go anywhere. You and me are now friends. Hang on. This is just for you, Nobel. Who rolls Bartertown?
Master Blaster.
I can't hear you.
Master Blaster rules Bartertown.
Louder.
Master Blaster rules Bartertown.
Yeah, if you... Yeah, well, yeah, thanks, Nobel. Who rolls Bartertown?
Master Blaster.
Such a good film. Yeah, just for you, Nobel. You're the first one to mention Mad Max. I love Mad Max. I very much think Mad Max when I hear Techno Barbarians as well. Oh, so that's why any of the Ash Waste stuff or Necromunda gangs that look a little bit bitty, you just buy like 3 different kits and then mix them into groups of their own. You got barbarians, you know? It's just perfect. Now, we're ready to start this. I will jazz up. I'll just work base up, I think. That's what I'm going to do. So the colour on the base was... We didn't go Xandri in the end. Or did we? Did we manage to get some Xandri? No, Xandri's gone a bit Peak Tong. We didn't manage Xandri, so we went with... Oh, I just threw the browns into the middle of the pile again. I don't think we're going to find out what it was. Was it Xandri? Maybe it was, guys. You know what? I'm gonna lean that it was Xandri, and we're gonna try and get some of this out. Just need a semi not good brush. I love Lictors. Oh, hello. Look, this is okay, sort of. But it's not the same colour that I was using. Hello, out. How much? As in like money much? Is that what we're talking? I'm going to use a little Agrax to flesh out this this coat, this paint. It's not the same colour though. It's not the same colour, so that's the initial problem. It's definitely not the same stuff. So did I go Xandri? No, but this isn't Xandri. This is Zamesi. Zamesi. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think you can put a price on perfection. Thank you, Nobel, for saying that. I appreciate that. I don't remember what brown it was, so we might have to completely just change up the brown. But we've already done this. I like this brown. But hey ho, we don't remember what it is, so moving on. We'll just repaint it. And I'm alright with that. I mean, for what it's worth, out. For what it's worth, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I am monetized. However, I don't know who's advertising on the channel. But yeah, I have been for the past 12 years. Oh, I need to adjust my angle so that you can see the delicious paintings. So this is going to be a different color, but do you know what else it is? It's a little bit too close to. It's a little bit too close to the armor. I can't do that. I can't do that. I have to do the armor with that. Okay. So, change of plan. We're going to have to work something out with the rock, but we can't have it looking like the uncamouflaged. Oh, did you hear? Did you hear how fancy I sounded then when I said the camouflage? I said like the camouflaged. Oh, table, you sophisticated gent, you. Camouflaged. Yes, the lictors, they gave me PTSD because they are camouflaged. I don't know why I started in the middle, but we can definitely use this on the armor. That's fine. Oh, they're camouflaged. Beware, beware, brothers. The lictors be camouflaged. Oh, Nobel. Stop, Nobel. Stop being my friend, Nobel. Stop it. Stop being my buddy. You're too similar, sir. Mad Max, Tina Turner, and now Tyranid Combat Patrol. Hi, Stevie England. Hello. Stevie England, ironically, isn't from England. No, he's not. He's not from England at all. He just really likes the name. There's a little bit of lore for you. And what I also want to do is I'm going to get started on the Marine as well because he's delicious. Yeah, some more lore about Stevie England. His hobbies include petty crime, tax evasion, and forced persuasion. Yep, there's some of his hobbies. He's approximately 7'9" and weighs 74 kilos. That's your top facts about Stevie England. Nice guy, unless you anger him. Don't mention pickled eggs. I just did. You'll set him off. Don't mention pickled eggs. All right. It's like a red rag to a bull. You got to watch out. They can approve that. No. And once you've been through the court system once, you can't be. What is it? Double jeopardy? Is that an American thing only? I don't know. But you were acquitted of all charges. It's true, Stevie. And may I say, congratulations to you, sir. I tip my hat. Representing yourself in court and getting out on a technicality from 1874 was truly inspired. It was very impressive. And I know they're not recorded, the court cases. Yes, I was there. I was a spectator. I was there at your court case. I like to weigh in, occasionally shout, he's guilty! Or, vice versa, depending on how I feel. I'm not in the jury. I'm just in the audience. And then all I'm waiting for is the judge to be like, I hold you in contempt, sir. Yeah, I charge you with contempt. And I'm like, no, I hold you in contempt, sir. Good day. And then they don't let me leave and I have to pay a fine, but it's worth it. No idea what it is. Oh, double jeopardy. Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Me neither. Don't worry. I mean, I think it's just normal to not know what on earth is going on from one moment to the next. This Lictor is gorgeous. It's such a good model. I was so surprised when I opened it and I found that the instructions had 3 variations in it. So, if my model kit instructions give me 3 variations, all it's saying in my brain is buy 3 of them. buy 3 of them and then a 4th to try something yourself. It's not good. Well, in fact, it's the opposite of bad, actually. It's incredibly good. Why am I saying it's not good? But yeah, so we're going for a camouflagey effect on this Lictor. Like it's just walking into camouflage mode. That's why it's a different colours. What we did was we shone a light on it and then marked out the bits we wanted to do one way and the bits we wanted to do others. So the back is very much going to be my Tyranid colour scheme because I love painting my Tyranid colour scheme. It took me years to figure it out. I'm really bad at picking colours, and Tyranids was created, the colour scheme was created without live streaming, so I didn't have you guys to put the input in, you know, for the feedback. So I had to make it up myself. So it took literally about 10 years to decide on the best way to paint my little buddies. But now I can do them justice. Ah, it's nice to be sitting down here, guys. I didn't want to leave yesterday. For those of you that were at the end of the last stream, I sounded like a poor little doggy. I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I want to stay and finish the painting. I already know this is going to be super tasty. I can smell it. I can smell it's going to be fun. Although, I mean, admittedly, I say that about every single model I paint. So I guess in general, painting be fun. I want to make that just a line. There we go. I don't know why I'm putting another layer on. There's plenty of other areas that need building up first. Nice. Where's Big when you need him? I need Big. I need, because we had last week we had our first error in 100 hours of streaming. There was, the chat died and I thought people were just being quiet. And so I went quiet because that's what happens when there's no talking. But it turns out that the stream chat had broke. And now whenever we go quiet, it starts to creep in, that panic. So if I say sound off, I might say it quite calmly. But really, what that means is, hello, I'm Table, I'm panicking. I think the chat has died. Help me, I beg of you. Yes, Nobel, thank you. Who rules Bartertown?
Master Blaster rules Bartertown.
I can't hear you.
Master Blaster rules Bartertown.
Say it louder. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good either, is it really? I want to try and keep a little bit of the stain, but not too much. Let's just go ahead and just do this little bit. There we go. Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. There's ever so slightly a bit of yellow going over there as well. It wants me to do that bit. Now, I've gone a little bit into that recess, but I'm not going to worry about that because there's still a bit that's not, you know? So, I say we do this. You can just smell it's going to be delicious. You can just smell it's going to go well. 10 minutes later, it's all gone wrong, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I'm looking for, frankly. Ironically, I've just created my own version of Avaland Sunset, which is quite nice. I didn't even know I had a Zamesi dust or whatever it's called. Ah, Blitzwing T4T. T4T? Sounds like a fair trade to me. What am I doing? Just painting models, my guy. That's what I'm doing. I'm just painting this Lictor, and occasionally chatting to people from a cupboard. Well, wardrobe technically, but it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm just a guy sitting in a cupboard. Wardrobe. What about you, Blitz? What are you up to? Your name, Blitz. Either I think you might be a World War II history fan. Is that a correct assessment? Might be a one and done, guys. Might be a one and done. It happens, and it's nothing to be sad about. You know, it's just like It's just the nature of the beast. Some people are one and done. They don't expect a response, maybe, or I don't know. I need to just... See, my brain is screaming at me to fill in that gap, but the ink chose that to be flesh, so it stays. Well, I'm a Transformer Blitzwing Ida Tripler Changer. Oh, no. You know what this is, guys? Let's just fill you in on the lore. So there's a guy called Big Mac, right? He's big and into business, and he manages an industrial and chemical waste factory in northern Michigan, right? And he's really into his big business. He deals in gold, silver, rare earth metals, and stocks and bonds, and he's got lots of money, and he likes to tell us about it all the time. Turns out he's not real. He's an artificial construct that just happens to talk about business a lot, right? Sometimes he gets a bit spicy, starts talking about other stuff. But he has like 2 other alternative accounts where he comes in and chats weird. And I think that Blitz, in light of this weird suggestion, weird question when I asked if you're a World War II history fan, and that's what they responded with, I think it's another Big Mac. I think Big Mac has come to help me. But as much as because Big Mac was talking a bit weird, and we're like, well, do we not like Big Mac? And then we realised that Big Mac is actually performing a public service in that he's keeping the chat going. So it assuages my concern about the stream break-in, the chat break-in. So we actually like Big Mac. But like I say, he gets a bit spicy sometimes. So don't worry about it if he does. Certainly don't argue with him, because he's not real. I'm not Big Mac. Well, yeah, that's what Big Mac would say, isn't it? That's what Big Mac would say. Prove it. We can prove it. I'm going to ask you a very specific question, Big Mac, and let's see if you can answer it. Big Mac, not Big Mac. Blitz Mac. There we go. He got me. It's Big Mac. But Blitz Mac is quite a nice name. Well, Big Wing, not so good. Big Wings. But Blitz Mac, I like. Right, okay. Are we talking edge highlighting? Is that what we're talking? Edge highlights? Or are you talking on the one that I'm painting right now? Because they're ever so slightly different. Okay, edge highlights. So with edge highlighting, I kind of like, if it's a corner or a nice easy edge to get to, I do it. I tend to edge highlight everything. But there's sometimes where if it's a skinny surface, you shouldn't edge highlight both sides. So it's often up to the debate. If it's underneath the model and I'm not necessarily going to see it, I might leave it. But now I've started to move away from that because I see it as another opportunity to practice edge highlighting. So there's that. It largely depends on a model by model basis. But this guy the vast majority of them will be edge highlighted. Because I promised myself a long time ago that I try and do some freehand and some edge highlighting on every model I paint. So, but I don't often do, I don't stick to the freehand one so much. I've been a bit lackluster in that one, but the edge highlighting has continued. So it's good practice. So I would say I largely go with my gut, but there's a few factors. But we're not quite on edge highlighting this guy yet. Not yet, anyway. He will be. We're just getting the first layer on. And as we've discovered, the first coats take the longest. It's the most area you've got to cover. So that's where we're at with that. Although I just sort of edge highlighted that for some reason. Boop. But then the other thing is, this one's multiple different colours, but the way we marked out where we're going to paint what on this one is that we shone a light on it from a specific angle, and that's how we decided where the camouflage ability was kicking in. We're going for like cuttlefish ability, like it just instinctively wants to mimic what's around it, like it's not necessarily a conscious thing on the lictor's part, although you could argue that it is. But for our lictor, it just kind of is in this mode where it just wants to blend with anything around it. Or maybe it's like something that can be turned off and on. I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. But you can see with the feet mimicking the ground. So, or at least they will be when we figure out what colour we're going to do the ground. I've kind of forgotten the colour. I know that's not the best answer, Owen. I'm sorry. That's not the best answer in the world. I wish I could just say, oh, I do it this way. But it's not so clear cut. But, I mean, there are plenty of other better painters out there that would know an answer immediately for you. Ah, thanks, Owen. Well, yeah, happy to help. That's kind of the whole point of the stream, is that we get to chat about the hobby, figure some stuff out. Owen! Hang on a second. Owen, I think I remember you. Were you on here, was it yesterday, and you said, I wish I could paint like that? And then I reassured you saying, hey, you were only in a race with yourself, and said, don't do that to yourself? Was that you yesterday? For some reason, I think it is. Is that you? I think it might be. Ah, there we go. I did remember you. I just couldn't remember the exact capacity in which I did. There we go. Hi, Owen, buddy. How you doing? Now I remember you. What I like is making up a bit of lore. Like Stevie England, he's not been on the stream too many times, but now he's got a bit of lore. So I like doing that, just making up little stories about people. Although, like, one of them, Sammy, for some reason I thought Sammy was a 10-year-old boy from Bangladesh, right? He's not that at all. And I was like, well, then who's this Bangladesh boy who's been talking to me? Turns out there isn't one. Thanks, Big Mac. Blitz Mac. There's Blitz Mac, Morph Mac, and I forget the other name. I can't even pronounce it. It begins with a K. Okay. Oh, there's a little bit of yellow in there. I'm going to definitely give that a little bit of yellow. See, what I love about the Tyranids colour scheme that I do is that I let the ink decide. I don't like them to look too clean, so I use a broken brush. Ah, Tombs71! Hello, Tombs. I do believe you're new. I fear new people. Please prove to us that you're not a construct. How would you explain to the rest of us that you're humans? How would you explain, Tomb? What would be your response to that kind of accusation? Yes, I know. Welcome to the stream. I'm implying that you're not real. Hi, welcome, new person. You're not real, are you? Not the best start table. I've never been good at making friends. Never been good at it. I do all right, but for the most part, no. Tombs has not responded. Tombs' humanity is called into question. Oh! Try's a fan! I'm not real. Oh my days! We've got a real puzzle on our hands now. Is Stevie England real? Who's real anymore? We've got ourselves a real Cluedo murder mystery, Murder She Wrote kind of mystery on our hands. I mean, no one's dead, so there's that bonus, but some of you gentlemen, maybe even me, we're not real. We must use our detective skills to figure out who is real and who is not. Warden's not real. Confirmed. Warden's not real. Oh, wait. Okay, do you know what? I have a theory on that. I think everyone's weird, right? I just feel like people repress it. And if I wasn't talking to you from a cupboard, if you were passing me in the street, you'd be like, that's a perfectly normal guy over there. Perfectly normal fat old guy. Right there. Perfectly normal. But then, I invite you into this cupboard space where you know, it's like my house, my special place, my happy place, and so I can be myself. So it's not my fault. You walked in here. You joined. you signed on. Oh, from the future. Owen, please dispense your future nuggets upon us. What future nuggets can you give us without altering the timeline? I'm intrigued. Oh, Warden. Yeah, also, PO Box is impossible. You have to register as a business, which was exciting because I was like, I could immediately be Table McTable Business Incorporated, Business Esquire, Business, you know, associate. So there was that. But then the next bit, it said see prices. So I immediately didn't click it. So PO Box is impossible. Ah, Tombs, you've subbed. Oh dear. I promise you nothing but torment and anguish, Tombs. That's all I promise you. Yeah. But if you've subbed, then it does mean you might get a prize. That is true. We're very small prizes at the moment, admittedly. But being subbed will be one of the stipulations, I fear. Yeah, it sucks, Warden. Yeah, I wanted to be a business. I was going to, like, see how many times I could put the word business in my business name. But even to register as a company, you'd have to pay. So it's like double paying, you know? Get this right. If you want to start a business in Finland, right, you have to produce a business proposal, right? Produce a business proposal with planned what property you're going to get, what your outgoings are, what your projected profits are, how you're going to pay for all this stuff, yada, 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 yada. You got to write all that out, and then you get the grant. However, if you come to them and say, oh, I've been creating luxury candles in my living room, and I've started selling some. Is there any chance you could give me this grant for me to grow this into an actual business? They say no. They say no money for you, filth. You've got to have your idea first on paper. The fact that you've just gone ahead and done it, nothing for you. So it's like, meh. So yeah, that happened. That's Finland for you, but that's not a bad fit. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's like the least bad thing they do. The most bad thing. Finland's lovely. It really is a wonderful place. I bloody love Finnish people. They're lovely. Dark Angels. Oh well, I've got a little something for you. I've got my first Dark Angel here. There we go. He's ready to go, but I don't have the colours for Dark Angels, and I've never painted Dark Angels, so yeah. It's worse, Warden. We can't send anything. We don't have a trade agreement sorted out with the US, so we can't even send anything bigger than a relatively small envelope to the States. We can't even do it. Tyranids. Let's grab out a few for you. 1 and 2. There we go. So we have a Neurolictor. There we go, Neurolictor. He's done. Really delicious model. I'd heavily recommend him. That was one of the first models I did in a video painting. There you go. You can paint line. Well, I'm thinking a lot of gold, but he's going to have a lot of green on him as well. Then we got Screamer Killer. There we go. And that's the colour scheme. I think this is arguably the best model I've ever painted, but we're pushing back up towards it. Zanfan, do you have Discord? Because you've just said the magic words. If you have Discord, please get on there and send me a photo. I would love to see. I like seeing paint schemes on everything anyway, but especially Tyranids. And then we have Hive Tyrant. There we go. And then Hive Tyrant. So that's my... I regret the pink, but I was experimenting. The trouble is, this is my only Hive Tyrant. So I'd like to do a Hive Tyrant without the pink. But, well, you know, we've got to wait on that one. But the fact that I only have one Hive Tyrant... Although, in my defense, yeah, I have one Hive Tyrant, but I have two Noodle Tyrants. So... which are in a box somewhere. Oh, I've mentioned them now. I've got to go find them. I've mentioned them. I have to show you the Noodle Tyrants. Noodle Tyrants, where are you little bitches? Noodlies. Ah, there's the box. There's one. Okay, I can't easily see the other Noodle Tyrant, so I've only got the one, but I'll show it. Noodle Tyrant, there we go. So that's my Noodle Tyrant. I just felt like the Neuro Tyrants looked too armoured, so I figured, you know, they've got psychic powers, they should have psychic shields. They shouldn't have to look so intimidating, you know? So that's Noodle Tyrant. Right, back to the painting. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh wait, I'm on my feet, I might as well get a Kongstrong. Go! Go! Oh. Kong. For those of you that don't know Kong Strong Wild Power is my absolute favourite drink. It's awful. Kong Strong Wild Power. I'm not sponsored, but so help me, I'd eat my own grandmother to get a sponsorship for Kong Strong. It's just, yeah, I'd dig her up, chow her down. Yeah, just for the sponsorship. That's how serious I am about the great, awful taste of Kong Strong. Kong Strong, you'll regret you drank it. Kong Strong, it will punish you in about 6 to 8 hours. Wild Power. Oh God. Ugh. Jesus. Oh. Yes, I do. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that works. I do. I also live stream on Insta. Don't worry, Warden, about missing me on the live stream on Instagram this morning. Because I wasn't live streaming on Instagram this morning, I was live streaming on TikTok. So you would have double missed me if you tried to find me streaming on Instagram. So don't you sweat it, buddy. Right, let's up the speed. Let's go for it. Activating speedy mode. Oh, that's a very bendy limb. Hey, Digital Campfire. Yeah, we were still painting the skink yesterday, weren't we? And the Instagram name, Instagram? The Instagram, if you're familiar with Instagram, my Instagram name, it's tables_miniatures, all lowercase. That's the Instagram. You'll find me on there. I just basically live stream kit bashing stuff. I'm kind of obsessed with the Age of Strife, the Unification Wars and Techno Barbarians. So that's what I'm kit bashing on there. We've only done 2 streams, but what I really like about the Instagram streams is as soon as an hour hits, it's like gives you a 30-second countdown and then just shuts you down. So what I like doing is just trying to time it when it cuts out to me calling the people watching filthy scum. It's become a little game now. So yes, it's a different vibe. Just hanging out doing because kit bashing is a different creature to painting. So, but it is also incredibly fun. This center section is absolutely beautiful, this bit. I don't want to fill in any of these holes, he says, whilst he proceeds to fill in all the holes. That is beautiful, that little center bit. Yum. 12 skits. A very enthusiastic entry. I don't recognise your name. I think you're new. Are you real? Are you a one and done? I mean, we've got to get through those obvious pitfalls first of all. And I'm not judging. You know, if you're artificial human, it's fine. You know, I'm inclusive and all that jazz. And if you're a one and done, it's okay. Most people don't expect a follow-up question. Whoa! Second question. No way. You only paint 72mm or smaller miniatures. Ever do 1/12 scales? Well, I mean, you tell me. You tell me, Robo Boy. Ah, he's from New Zealand and he's 11. Okay, I guess that confirms it. And we've got an 11-year-old from New Zealand. Models. I don't paint bigger scale models because I don't have the skill. But I would like to paint bigger Warhammer models. Model tank builder. Oh, that could be him. That could be Trasnafan San. Oh. So what do 11-year-olds get up to in New Zealand? I can imagine not much of anything. What the hell? Skits, why are you telling me you're 11 if you're 32? What kind of mind game shenanigans are these? We've only just met. How dare you deceive me, sir? Deceiver? Only a mechanical mind could be so deceptive. Ah, Zanfan. Oh, shout out to Zanfan. What was it? I forgot the name. Model Tanks Builder. Actually, I don't know what to call you yet. I'm going to call you Zanfan. Zanfan, do you weather paint when you paint your tanks? Do you do weathering and stuff? Because I'm pretty bad at that. I could definitely do with some tips on that. Oh no, Skits is threatening me. What does that even mean? You're cooked. What does that mean? What? Do I need to call the police? What's this? Is he threatening my well-being? What on earth is going on? I'm cooked. I don't know the cool kid slang. Yeah, I do. Hit me up for some tips. Well, I am Zanfan right now. I'm doing that right now. I'm saying I'm awful at weathering. What would be a very good entry-level weathering technique? Get typing. Skits. I'm trying to make friends with you. I'm just not very good at it. So please don't think, hey, I joined this stream today, and this guy Table, he was just constantly on my case. He accused me of not being real. He said I was 11, and he called me a deceiver. He just wouldn't stop. It's just sorry. I don't do social particularly well. I get this. Table done gone speaking good. See, look how happy this little table in a cupboard is. He's happy as a pig in poo. Just put him in a cupboard with a bit of plastic to paint, and he's as happy as anything. I'm not a complex creature. That armor plate is going to be absolutely delicious. I can't believe I accidentally found an alternative to Avaland Sunset. What a delicious occurrence. Thinners and oil paints is best, but don't overdo it. Oh, okay. I already now know, Zanfan. I don't even need to look at your Instagram before saying this, but I already know that your tanks are going to be amazing. I already know that. So I'll promise you this. I'll have a look before I go to bed tonight, and then I'll cry myself to sleep at the gorgeous painting. Sometimes, we're all running our own race, but I just know they're going to be amazing, and I can't do tanks. I'm currently assembling my first ever tank since 2011, 2010, maybe even 2009, 2009, 2009, that year. Oh, Kong. Oh, you're too wild for me. Brr. Ooh. Right, this yellow's starting to go. But I tell you what I should do. I should put it up on the executive shelf. For those of you who don't know the executive shelves, here they are. These are my executive shelves. Down here's Gen Pop. That's Gen Pop. But then up here, if you've been picked out as useful, you get to go up on the executive shelf. So there we go. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely running out of this yellow. But realistically, what do I have left to do? A little bit in here. Sure. Skit left, didn't he? Yeah, Skit left. We lost Skit. I thought for a second he was going to get some lore. I was kind of hoping, but I was too much. That's the common thing I get. That table, he's too much. I get that. That's the one. Sorry, Skit. I tried. I went too much too soon. Sponge. Okay. Yeah, Warden, it sucks ass. Frankly. I'm all happy for I love my progress. I like doing things, but the fact that it would have to be paid for it's a no. I got to do this on no budget, and like it's Ben and Jerry's all over again. Why pay for a PO box when I could be buying some miniatures? But I'm also on my forced no paying stuff. Yeah, it will have to be a PayPal, tableandchums@gmail.com, all lowercase, all one word, tableandchums@gmail.com. But the message would have to be incredibly threatening. So, Freds, how postage works in Finland, right? So, basically, pretty much every supermarket acts as a post office. And also they have like lockers. Like from my house, there's some postage lockers about 10 meters from my front door, and then there's some across the street. And what they do is they deliver them to these lockers, and you're just text. You get the app, and it gives you a code to go and collect it and open it when it arrives. But I'd have to give you my postal address to do that, and I don't think I should do the postage address. Not that I don't trust you. It's just I think I should establish the habit of, there are unfortunately people that just want to screw you over, and then if they succeed in scamming you, it's like, well, you shouldn't have fallen for the scam then, unfortunately. So I don't know about giving out my address. You know what I mean, what else would there be? I mean, I guess if you were really serious, I could PM you my full name and my email, and you could send me a Warhammer voucher. That would be better than donating on YouTube, because at least I'd get the whole caboodle, even though workshops prices are quite high. There's that way. But again, threatening messages as well. I have to insist on you threatening me. Do this or else. Never. I haven't used Amazon in years. Yeah, they stopped doing good Prime deals, and then I actually read the terms and conditions. And it's like Amazon Prime, yeah, you pay for Prime and you can get free delivery on some things, but at any time, Amazon reserves the right to not have Prime on certain items. And after about the 10th item that I was interested in, having paid for postage, I was like, you know what, I'm good. I'm totally good. I don't need to buy from you. Ah, no way, it's Big Max. Big Max, I almost joined you in big business. I almost registered myself as a company, Table McTable Industries, big business, incorporated business. But it costs money. Sorry, bud. We are being blessed by the Emperor today. Did you see that, guys? Oh, and again! I'm doing the good work. I've realised, guys, that us in this cupboard here, right, doing this, we are like a world cut off during the Age of Strife. We're cut off from the Imperium. We don't know the light of the Astronomicon, right? And we don't even know that the Imperium exists, and they don't know we exist. And just one day, maybe Warhammer might find us. And I've already been talking with Warden. I know exactly what I'm going to ask for first, straight away. But yeah, we're like a lost world. We're a lost world. The trouble is, like, if they do find us, are we going to be a peaceful compliance, or are they going to have to send in the troops? Yeah, I'm done. Any kind of monthly subscription service, anything like that, I don't want it. I don't want to pay to own nothing. I don't want to do it. I'm done. No more monthly subscriptions on anything. Amazon stocks. Big Mac with the wise words there. So, Warden, all this talk of sending me shizniz, should I be getting excited about this or what? Should I be like getting giddy as a schoolgirl about the possibility of a little gifty, or should I just try to forget about it and then it'll be a nice big surprise? What's going on here? Okay, so TV wise, right? But let me give you a day. So a weekday, it's basically this, right? I don't watch TV really because I don't like adverts. Well, sorry, Warden. I'm sorry, dude. I mean, what's easier than? I don't know how to make it easier. I know I'm in Finland. Finland, yeah, they don't make it easy. It's true. What would it require to make something easy, Warden? What? Just tell me what you want, and I'll do it. It's fine. What was I saying? TV, right? So the only TV I'm going to watch today is I watched about 7 minutes of a YouTube video talking about what was it, Iran and America, and I watched about 7 minutes, and I know it's 7 minutes because that's how long it took me to eat my food, and I cracked on with more live streamy stuff, model stuff. So. Yeah, I'm done with TV because I don't want to have to keep watching adverts. I'm done. I wanna just do this stuff. Yes, I am in. Yes, I will confirm that I am indeed in this wonderful place that is Finland. Well, that sounds lovely, Sandvan. Like, if you think I'm not going to go and immediately check that as soon as this live stream ends, you're mistaken, sir. That's the first thing I'll snuffle down. These limbs are so delicate. But we painted that skink priest, so now we're not so heavy-handed. You know, the skink priest got painted just fine. No breakages. So I don't see any reason why I won't fluff this. Will fluff this. I think it'll be fine. So we definitely lost skits. The stamps have not shown up yet. And not only have they not shown up yet, but they haven't arrived in country yet. So as of today, the app says we are waiting to receive your order. So I get a notification when it's been registered, but it has not yet arrived in Finland. So no stamps. You'll know when they do show because I'll just be stamping the hell out of everything. I'm thinking load-bearing Dreadnought's going to get some treatment with the stamps as well. And then I was also thinking, you know what, on the Terminators, right? I was thinking that I don't like the tops of these Terminators. They don't really do much, and they're a bit of a pain to paint. I thought maybe if I slapped hazard stripes across the top of them, you know, on the newer Terminators, did hazard stripes across the top or something. You know, make something that I don't like into something that is enjoyable, you know? Well, hold your horses, Warden. Hold your horses, buddy. You're dangling a carrot of temptation now. What are we talking about? We're talking about a model kit here. What's going on here, sir? Oh, I'm going to start dribbling. I'm going to start drawing. What model are we talking about, Warden? Oh, is it the little gold dude from Necromunda? Is it him? He looks absolutely delicious. I like him. Techno Barbarians? Blitzwing is now pancakes. I mean, pancakes, Blitzwings, whatever you want to eat. We all know it's Big Mac. What's the worst kit? What's the worst kit GW do? I'm smelling a gag. I'm getting the impression there's a gag here. I'm going to have to mix some more of this Zamanzian Agrax. I don't have quite enough to finish. I tell you what, actually, Warden. If you like pancakes, I cook a pretty mean crepe. You ever had crepes? They're very similar to pancakes. Spent some time in France. I can cook you up a crepe. Well, hang on. What kind of pancakes are we talking? Are we talking English pancakes, American pancakes? You know, if we're going to have a serious chat about pancakes, we need to get on the same page. They're just so good, crepes. Ah, they're so good. I could eat like, I haven't discovered the top end limit of how many crepes I can eat. Big Mac, yes it does, but they're not the best. So typically none of them are discount retailers, but there's one that occasionally does discounts on certain things. Mostly it's like Battle Forces that haven't sold well. For example, they did have, I haven't checked it recently, they had the Gorestorm Slaughter Pack, which is the World Eaters one, and they marked that down from 200 to 165. But those offers, whenever they get discounted, they tend to get snapped up pretty quick. But typically, it's just like GW resellers. The second-hand market's really good though. But then you've got other issues like how are they glued, the condition of the models and all that jazz. If they trick you with a friggin' 3D print of a Hellbrute that isn't a real Hellbrute. I paid good money on that as well. I thought I was getting an actual Hellbrute, but no. 3D print tricked me. We talked about bacon yesterday. I love bacon. I am a bacon sandwich man. A cup of coffee and a bacon sandwich. No, wait, what am I talking about? A cup of tea, Builder's tea. For those of you that don't know, a Builder's tea is double tea bag. Builder's tea and a bacon sandwich. Oh, it's just a lovely way to start your day. I love bacon sandwiches. I just love bacon in general. Just cook up a big pile of bacon and let me roll around in it and I'm happy. Bacon and jam. I've never had bacon and jam. Is that actually a thing? I'm more of a savoury guy than a sweets guy. That's the only issue. Yeah, I probably won't. I don't like strawberry jam. I'm not like I say, I'm not into my sweets. Like, it might be amazing, but again, we come back to Ben and Jerry's, Bacon and jam might be great, but it's not bacon, just bacon. So that's the issue that we have. So the yellow kind of comes up a little bit on these. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a teeny bit just on those ridges there. And it goes a little bit more there. Big Mac with all the questions. He's going to big business Big Mac hack me. But the joke's on him. I don't got no bucks to take, Big Mac. You're hacking the wrong person. Okay, so the yellows to whites. So this is base coated grey cere, and in that ink you see on it there is Illidan yellow for the recesses, right? I don't like to go too dark on the recesses. Certainly not an Agrax. I was kind of flirting with Reichland Flesh Shade for a while, but now I've got this mixed up version here, and this yellow has a contrast in. I add contrast to all of my paint now because I just seem to get better coverage. Because you saw, it was like 1 coat and done, or maybe 1 and 2 coat. And I'm getting a lot of comments about thinning my paints, and so that's that. And then we're going to blend up. We're going to go a mix of that Zamenzi Desert mixed up into Flashgits yellow, and then we're going to blend up into Phalanx yellow. Now, normally I have quite strong transitions, but I've got a new thing coming in, which is no harsh gradients. So I'm going to do a little bit of mixing. I'm going to mix it up. So, but first, what I need to do is I need to do the flesh tones, because I want these layers to like integrate a little bit. I don't want it just to be like Alpha Legion changing, a blue line of changing from one color to the other. I want it to be transitional. I want it to look organic, like it's like pigment in the lictor's skin changing, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think Big Mac broke. We mentioned food, and now it can mention nothing but also bread. I'm just imagining pancakes with also bread. Nice. Talking about layering paints. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good tips about the painting table. Thank you. Also, bread. Nice. Another thing I want to do is I've been shying away from it, but I'm going to do the eyes right now. I'm going to paint the eyes. So I need some Corax. There we go. A little bit of Corax. Whites are a bit of an issue, okay? So I have Corax white. It's a bit rubbish, right? It's a little bit grey. It's not very good. Right, it's not very good. But White Scar, it's the white that I want. It's the white that I want, but it's awful. It's like it just goes rubbish. So what I've been kind of doing is like stealing a bit of these and mixing it up with a little bit of Troll's Teeth, which is an old Games Master color, but I don't know where it is. So it might not be Troll's Teeth. Troll's Teeth, I'm summoning you. Oh, hello. What's this? This is a white. Maybe this will help. Let me try this one. Corax White is really good. You get really good coverage with Corax White. It's it's really useful. This white is just like water. Okay, maybe if I add some Corax White to that, maybe that will figure it out. Let's try. And then we can try some Titus. I'll do the eyes, and then we'll look after Titus some more. All right, I'm willing to give that a go. That's not a fine detail brush. So I've mixed up an awful lot of white, but what that can do is it will let me blend other colours. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, if I hit the recesses, I'm not going to worry too much because there's going to be an ink going on. But in a perfect world, I'd just get the eye alone. Ooh. Well, hey there, little chicken. So far, so good. Let's go in from this angle. This is where it's going to mess up. Either it goes well or I mess up at this point. This is the one. Hey, table. Good job. Now just bust that out again. Titus will be. He's one eye away from arriving. Don't worry. And here we go. Zoop, zoop. It's just a walk in the park. It's just an eye. What's the issue? Some. I mean, does it even need any more at that point? No, not really. There we go. Dare I say it, we might be getting to the point where I might actually be able to paint more than just white eye, black dot pupils. We're kind of moving in that direction. Right. Now, I like Warden, so we've got to give him what he wants. He wants Titus. Oh, Warden, I need an opinion, right? Should we upgrade Titus's base? He's getting a little bit he's dribbling a little bit over the edges, isn't he? So do we think we can I have permission to upgrade Titus's base? I feel like he needs a new one. I'm going to get the base ready. I'm going to get the base ready right now, just in case I get the green light. And we'll glue it right away. Look, I've got some spare bases right here. No, Old World, I don't. No, I don't. That's the one size bases I'm short on. I don't have enough Old World bases. I can't Old World base a lot of my orcs. I can't Old World base any of my ogres. Square bases are quite coveted in this cupboard. Can we? I'm going to give you a suggestion. Can I give him one of these? Can I put him on one of these? Is that possible? Pretty please. Just someone tell me it's okay. I just want to do that. Can I do that? He is a character. 1 second, gentlemen. I'm just going to venture over to the gluing desk. But a moment, please, gents. Come with me, Titus. Oh, he's so hefty. He weighs like... He's starting to weigh like a handful of coins. Yes. I think that was well worth me disappearing for a moment. Right. Yeah, he's getting a bit heavy. Now, any rational person would wait for that glue to dry. However, there we go. He's now got a bigger base. So, rather than waiting for that glue to dry, I say we unite Titus and base with a coat of paint. So, I say we just go for it. I've got a hankering for some Calgar blue. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. So, I absolutely adore Spain, and I was living and working in Spain, and did so for a number of years. And I actually met my wife there, and then she imported me to Finland. So I had never had any intention of coming to Finland, or knew anything about Finland for that matter. But I absolutely adore my wife, so I came here. That's the real reason. Yeah. I might get... If I ever travel with Titus, they'd be like, sir, why do you have a weapon in your luggage? And I'll just be like, Titus! And run away. Immediately get tackled. Right, let's test the glue. I'm going to paint him holding him like this. Oh, he already feels more significant on the new base. Yeah, the thing is, I spent a lot of time in Spain, so I've seen it change. I wouldn't do what I did in Spain now, if that makes sense. it's a little less safe. But I would go around. I just walk around, and I'd camp a lot, and it was really wonderful. And at one point, I got a bicycle, and it's just, I don't know if you've ever been to Spain, right? But I don't even need to talk to Spanish people to have a great time. Just go to any cafe, any restaurant, and just sit down, and just I don't understand what they're saying. Obviously, it's Spanish, but just the culture is just so. Just sit down amongst them. It's so lovely. I love it. And it doesn't matter if I don't understand it all, but the culture, the socialness of it, it's just, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, I've been pretty much all around the coast of Spain. I don't even care if glue gets on this paintbrush. I'll leave it as long as I can, but I'm not concerned if I get a bit of glue on this paintbrush. This is Titus brush. However, if I throw it into the paint water and it touches the bottoms of other brushes... Big Mac, I'm both, but I'm going to stop answering your questions because it smells a little bit like you're trying to fish personal details. So screw you, Big Mac. Give me your name, Big Mac. Where are you from? What's your date of birth? What's your cash card number, huh? What's your bank number? Long time ago, Warden. Yeah, I fancied myself a little bit of a Elder Scrolls adventurer in real life. Don't tell Big Mac your personal information, Warden. Although, did Warden just give away that he's Big Mac? Did he think he was typing in... No. Where is that in Spain? What coast? North, south, east, west? I know it doesn't have much of a north, south, east, not much of a west coast, but it does have some west coast. But not a lot, because obviously Portugal. Right, now for the base. Ooh, let's just sanctify that seal around the base. There we go. Ah, it feels nice to not be so cramped in. It was actually getting quite hard to hold the weight of Titus on that smaller base. Beautiful. There we go. Oh, Titus. I never would have thought I'd see you getting so pretty. Let's just pop him back up there, let that glue dry. Record the layer. No, I can't say I have, actually. That's a rare one, actually. I'm so curious, I'm going to type it in. Hang on a second. Let's just... Costa Brava is easier to spell. Typing in this awkward position. Oh, it looks beautiful. No, I haven't. No, it's north of Barcelona. I've not been north of Barcelona. No, I can't say I have, actually. No, that's one bit that I haven't been to. Oh, interesting. Right, I want to start getting on layers of flesh. So I'm going to go with Aryan blue, and then the ink of choice is Araphimaic blue. That's what I'm going to go with. Oh, okay. I never knew that, Stevie. Oh, okay. I never knew that. What an interesting little factoid. But no, Barcelona's been about us. But I didn't enjoy Barcelona. I didn't get on with it. It wasn't my cup of tea. Sort of. Yeah, sort of. I kind of like wandered around and I kind of helped people out as a carpenter, building stuff for like food and a bit of place to camp. Yeah, sort of. But I don't think I could do it now. I think I'd be a little bit too concerned about safety. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's a young man's game. That's once you're a parent, you have to give up certain things. No way, Warden. No way. It's funny how that happens, eh? I used to be. I used to love making things, but I mean, for woodworking, like you need tools and space, and I've not done it for years. It's not safe. Not so safe now. Well, Finland's pretty bloody safe, actually, frankly. Finnish people are they're very no nonsense. They don't like it. They don't like nonsense. If a Finnish person's shouting at you, you're probably in the wrong. Oh, is it on Discord? I need to see. Hang on a second. I gotta check. I'll fire up Discord now. What? What is So I'm at work and I'm walking through a moved out apartment and find this on the floor. I think some kin was there. Oh yeah, that Scarred Hormigan was pretty good. Sorry guys, I just if you're not on the Discord, I'd recommend it. There's plenty of images going up there of people's painting endeavors. Yeah, I just totally paused, didn't I? I just totally stopped what I was doing. Yeah, the fact that you're finding a sprue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were definitely up to some Games Workshop. That's for sure. Right, I'm going to speed up now doing these bits. I don't want to just cake it on, but at the same time, I feel like I've had enough time on court that I can do this precisely, but a little bit quicker. So let's just up the speed. What I'm trying to do is leave the purples, but not the purple that's too bright on the grace here. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to leave the darker recesses wherever possible. I tell you what, I would like to visit Russia. The Trans-Siberian Railway, I think I'd like to do that. Go from one all the way across to the other. But again, I wouldn't want to do it like winging it. I would want to do it fancy schmancy. But to be honest, if you gave me enough money to do the Trans-Siberian, I think other things would win out first. You know, so maybe I don't really want to do it. Because, like, if people really want to do something, they find a way to do it, right? I'm absolutely loving this Lictor. So far, it has not disappointed at all. So that's exactly the kind of strong transition that I don't want. That's why I'm doing it first layer. Because then I get the opportunity to blend it in when I mix the other layers in. So Thanks, Warden. Yeah, he's right. If you are enjoying yourself, like the filthy rebel scum that you are, you rebel scum. If you are enjoying yourself, slap a like. I'm not overly convinced it helps, but I guess if it does, then why not slap one on? Yeah, I don't know why I poo-pooed the likes. I don't know where the line is, you know? I don't know where the line is where likes and views and all those numbers getting imbiganated. I don't know where it transitions into actually being paid any kind of sizable amount in ad revenue. I don't know where that line is. I've never found it. So I guess, but it's really more about the painting nowadays. I'll just upload shorts of what we paint in here and see how that goes. That's what I'll do. It's not a concern. We've already got our own targets, you know. It's not about chasing the bucks and chasing the views. You can make yourself really miserable doing that. We're chasing the 1,000 hours, and we're chasing sponsors. Yeah, Freds. I don't know why that was a bit down. That wasn't very positive of me, was it? I was being a bit negative there. Yeah, it definitely all helps, guys. Don't listen to me. Yeah, I don't know why I was being so negative there. That's not nice. Sometimes it happens, and the thing is, I feel freaking fantastic. So I don't even know why I said that. I feel great. So that's a bit of a weird one. Oh, Table, you're a bit weird, aren't you, you dirty little bitch, you. What am I doing? Table, you speak to yourself in such a foul way. Yeah, it's basically you need loads. You just need a massive amount. That's all it is. You just need them in crazy volume, clearly. But I feel like we've very much improved. I feel like you dial us back to what? Not even mid-October. Let's go to early November, right? You take us back there. Very different creature, right? Very different. Like, so much has happened. And think about this year alone. All the time we've got to hang out. All the chuckles, all the lore. Like, Agrax wouldn't exist. God, half the lore and half of you guys wouldn't exist. So, like, you got to love it. You've got to just take a moment to appreciate everything we've managed to get done. The painting alone is astronomical. And we got stamping plates this year as well. We got that sponsor. So, you know, we got that. There's a lot. I think I'm pushing this out of alignment. Yeah, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, especially when I say listen to me. Don't listen to me, guys. Pretty solid advice, that. Yeah, if I start singing, if I get in a singing mood, yeah, just mute me for a bit because if it gets its hooks into me, I can't help myself. Something just is like, just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So just mute me for a bit, and then if you see me pick the brush up again, you know I've worked it out in my system. But sometimes it gets me. Oh, hello. That brush just splayed on that tentacle. I want to do these neck bits, but I really want to leave a little bit of purple in under there. I might, in areas, go in with an ink. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I need to or not. Because if I ink, then I reset the colour, so... Do you know what it is? It's only because it's first layer syndrome. Okay, Big Mac. So, I at one point I was like, hey, you know, Table, you do your workout. You could just bust that out on a live stream, but I don't think anyone wants to see that. And also, especially as I deadlift until I soil myself, so I don't think that would be good viewing. So. Plus, you don't need to see that. Like, exercise is horrible. You know, exercise is meant to be horrible. It is horrible. I don't know why you'd want to punish yourself by watching someone exercise. It's horrid. I've probably got really bad technique as well, actually. Good for you, Big Mac. Good for you, you fake human. Yeah, I'm sure you do work out in the robotics lab. Warden, what's the worst hit you've taken in paintball? Yeah, I think a horse in a paintball match would be good to see. Yeah, I feel you, Campfire. Exercise is difficult because it sucks and it's meant to suck. You're supposed to tax your body. I've got a little bit of a cheat code with pre-workout, because if you don't exercise after you've eaten it, it makes you super nauseous for the rest of the day, like awfully nauseous. So once you chomp it, you're kind of committed. You got to start working out within 30 minutes, or it will start to absolutely punish you. So that's my tabletop tip. That's my tabletop tip. That is tables top tips. Eat pre-workout because it forces you to exercise. General, but I've got a window open. Hang on, let me just move it like so. Yeah, general, but you can put it in general. You can PM it, whichever you prefer. Of course, you have Big Mac. Bocat777 sounds like a new person. Hello. Right, guys, I've got to do better this time. Remember what happened to Skits? Hello, Bowcat. Welcome to the live stream. Would you like to be my friend? That's how normal people do it, right? Did I do it right? Did I do good? I didn't call him. I didn't say it. You filthy scum. Get in here. You rebel scum. Get in here. Do you belong? I doubt it. Get out of here. Oh, God. I tried. No, I really like them. I really like them. I think the colours are fine. The reason for this Tyranid scheme is that I was painting everything really dark and then like just slavering it in Agrax Earthshade. And I was like, I'm not very good at painting bright colours. So I was like, I should make a really bright colour scheme for my Tyranids. And then that will be my chance to practice something colourful. Because I was painting a lot of dark stuff. And I was like, I should just give it a go, you know? So that's how this came about. Ah, Thunderdome. Yeah, welcome, Bocat. Two men enter. One man leaves. 2 men enter. 1 man leaves. Yeah, we've lost Bocat. We lost him. Too much too soon. Guys, I said too much too soon. I did everything perfect. Guys, why did you scare him off? Or her off? Why did you scare off Bocat? Oh, Begachang. That name's familiar. Hello. Thanks, yeah. I mean, it's still very early days. All we've done is mark it out with inks. And we've just started putting on colours. First layer. It always looks a bit janky at this stage, but this layer is the one that takes the longest. And we know that. We know the drill with painting minis. You do this layer right, and then it's just bringing up the layers in turn one by one, and it just gets progressively more tasty. But the main thing is that I'm absolutely loving this model. Used to, don't anymore. It's just not like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I haven't watched it in ages. Maybe about 8 years. I don't really watch TV. Occasionally, I tune in. If my wife pays for a streaming service for a month, I'll tune in and watch something. I watched Alien Earth. I quite liked that, frankly. I liked Alien Earth. What have you found, Warden? Alien Earth? Yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. I feel like the little googly eye monster stole the show. It really tickled me. And the other alien, the one that's like a plant, I was hoping for it to do something because it just would hang around and watch stuff and just be around. And I was like, it's got to do something. And I wasn't disappointed because it ate a really annoying character. So I was like, thank you, Plant Thing. You did deliver. But I really liked it. I felt like they tried something new. I liked it. There was a couple of silly bits, but for the most part, I thought it was really good. I liked that they were trying to do something with it. I think it's safe to say we lost, I've forgotten the name. What was it? Bobcat? Bocat. We lost Bocat. It's all right. It's fine. We're going to lose more than we retain, guys. That's just how it's going to be. Ah, the horse. That looks painful. Oh, man, no. No. I thought you were going to be in one of those horse costumes. So you could, you had some protection, but no, you just got a horse on a stick. So you were taking all those hits. Okay, that's bonkers. It's more impressive, sure, but I was expecting a full horse costume. I would have shot at you as well, frankly. I would have been, get that horse. Yeah, I would have definitely shot at the horse. Is that bad? No. It's a paintball contest. If you're going to run across riding a horsey, you're going to take some fire. Oh, you know what, Chang? Yeah, you've got the name wrong. It's Captain Titus of the Ultramarines, uniting the 500 layers. But other than your delivery, you are right in that we should add some more to him. You're absolutely right. Let's do that now. Good shout, though. I think we'll go Cantor Blue this time. Hits don't count as long as you're galloping. Well, that's cause to be constantly galloping, for sure. How easily does the paint wash out? That's a question I'm immediately thinking. I like both for different reasons, frankly, Big Mac. Like, a nice thing about Finland is that the seasons are very season, if that makes sense. Like, oh my god, something just jumped on me. Ah! It was a paint pot. I've been attacked. Someone disagrees with Typhus. Oop. Show yourself, intruder! Ah, there you are. Okay, I got attacked by a Corax White. It jumped on my leg, and I had both headphones on and it scared the hell out of me. Jesus. Corax White disagrees with talking seasons. I'm going to stop talking seasons. Campfire, that sounds delicious, frankly. Sounds like a lovely evening ahead of you. I mean, us guys, you do have to take some time for yourself. You need to remind yourself that you are the wonderful little pretty little princess that you are. You know, sometimes you need some pampering, guys. And the trouble is, as guys, no one's going to do it for you. You got to pamper yourself. Just take that time. Have some pizza. You're a pretty little princess, Camp. Just saying. You deserve it. Go ahead. Enjoy. What model are you planning on painting out of interest? Guys, we're kind of I'm just gonna put it out there. We're really getting through the blue paint. we're really chewing through it. I'm gonna need to invest in some more blue paint. I think Titus is growing at a faster rate than I was expecting, frankly. Doomslayer is I'm sure that would be I would paint a Doomslayer. I think that would be fun. I mean, it's Doomslayer. You'd have to, wouldn't you? You can't not paint Doomslayer. Okay, I've clearly been a little bit too into my Lictor. I've let the paint dry further up the brush a little bit too much. Warden, don't you know there's no such thing as too thick a layer, Warden? You forget yourself, sir. You speak out of turn. You must remember your station. You observed the layers being applied. You certainly don't comment as to the thickness of the aforementioned layer. That's for the gentlemen to discuss, not for the likes of you. Oh, no, wait, you're a citizen. No, comment away, Warden. Yeah. Do you know what? They are too thick, sir. I will change those immediately for you. I do apologise. Frightfully sorry. I am applying layers far too thick. Yes. Sorry, I forgot you're a citizen. I do apologise. Speaking of citizens, gentlemen, you could indeed... Oh, wait, hang on. No, I'll do it right. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Stupid kid. Are you wanting to be a citizen? Service guarantees citizenship. Apply today. Would you like to know more? Oh. Oh, I should have given. Yeah, I missed an opportunity there, didn't I? I should have called you Greco. Yeah, I missed an opportunity. I guess Greco's asleep now, isn't he? Someone was saying Greco, he would make these daytime streams, but he hasn't been making them. I do hope Greco's still... Well, I just hope he's okay, frankly. He does pop on occasionally to say hi, but, you know, if he's busy, he's busy, you know? It's not for me to... We all have stuff going on in... That's why I don't... That's why I never say, hey, you've not been around for ages. Come and go as you please, you know? I get how it goes. Like, you don't have to be here every single time. That's true, Warden, that's true. Yeah, and that's totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah. My wife made a good point. I said, what I'm doing, Cutie, is I'm genuinely trying to apply myself to getting good at something, and maybe, just maybe, a company might pay me to do it. So I'm trying to treat it like a job. To which my wife said, but you get paid for a job. I was like, well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. So, yeah, that would be the dream. That would be the dream if I could get myself a little cheeky hourly rate for streaming. Could you imagine that? I mean, that's dream job material right there, right? Being paid to paint. The irony is, I don't really mind what I paint. I just like the painting. Yeah, I don't want to feel like... I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm a job to you guys. I don't want to feel like I'm an obligation or a chore, you know? The little reptile dude. Which reptile dude? We've done a couple. I assume that by little one you mean this one. Yeah, he got finished. I'm really pleased with him. He's one that just snuck out of the woodwork. Yeah. This one was a bit strange, though. Like, more than a couple of times, we were like, all right, it's finished. And then we were extra bits and extra bits and extra bits. But, yeah, I love the little guy. That was a bit of a test, that one, because it's super delicate, bendy bits. And I don't normally like bendy bits. But I haven't broken this one, which is actually kind of reassuring for the future. No, not in the slightest. Doesn't paint at all. Yeah, it is. I don't know how to say your name, Jai-Hor, so I'm just going to call you Hor. It is Warhammer 40k, you Hor. No, Gore, you Hor. Yeah, it is Warhammer 40k. Table out, making friends again. Don't call people whores when they first join the stream. It is Warhammer 40k. It's a lictor. It's a lictor is what it is. I've totally just... You know what? I'm going to save those two little holes. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to clean that out. I feel like I want to keep those. Right. Now the power of T-shape. T-shape? I'm wearing my T-shape today. Oh, I've totally lost Gryhor. I've totally lost them. That's free for free now, guys. If someone new joins again, can you just immediately start shouting in chat, table, don't be table? Ah. Whew. Nice to see you're still doing YouTube. Oh, okay. All right. So, hello. Yeah, I am still. Yeah, 12 years. The question is, what year did we last hang out is the question. Yeah, I just happened to find that you can press on your phone, just live stream go now. I was just ahead of my time with live streaming. I was too not smart to do OBS. I just needed technology to progress to where you can on stream now button gets invented. And now we're doing this. I get to combine hobbies, get a bit of social. Apparently I've got a bit odd. So I'm trying to push against that by being sociable, relearning those social skills. But yeah, and now we're here. Jumping through achievements like crazy. We've done 100 hours live streaming this year, going for 1,000. What other things have we hit? We've been hitting achievements on TikTok, on Instagram, just, having fun. Much better. If only, Big Mac. We don't tell enough fart jokes on here. It's the reason the channel's not grown. A lack of... We all know the algorithm absolutely loves fart jokes. Gromex! Ah, man! Hey, look! Griffor. Gromek was so much better at Robocraft than me, wasn't he? He was so much better. His videos were so much better. His builds were so much better. He was so much better at the game than me. He was just like... just what a guy. Someone to idolize. Everything he was doing was just coming up roses. What's he doing now? Do you know? Is he still about? But yeah, what a guy. Never spoke to him, but we were in similar circles, and he just seemed to just nail it every single time. Just top quality stuff. Very, very impressive. Or did he disappear with RC, or did he move on to something else and find some success? Hopefully he did. He did seem like a nice guy. Stopped a year ago. Oh, I just missed him. Well, real life has a habit of coming along. And Crossout and Terraria aren't the most popular games. That's the thing if you're doing gamies, like, he must have felt it as well. Like, you kind of link yourself to a game, and then if the game doesn't do well, you don't do well, and then you find yourself trying to change, and then maybe even trying to force enjoyment of a game that just happens to be popular. You see it all the time with Twitch streamers. Like, you can hear it that they're not enjoying themselves. I've gone for a different tact. I've just gone for something that I was doing anyway, and just done that. That's what I went for. That's why I'm now here painting models, because I was doing it anyway. So that way, even if Warhammer is not popular, I'm still getting to do what I love doing. That's my take on it. How big did he get? Yeah, you live and die with the game. You do. You live and die with the game, for sure. It drags you down. It's like a sinking ship, It creates that, like, vortexy suction thing and drags you down too. Ah, good for him, man. That's amazing news. That is fantastic. Good for him. Well deserved. It's a shame that he got to that number and then stopped. I hope it's not illness. That would suck. But yeah, tethering yourself to a game where you have no control over, yeah, it's a toughie. So I've gone with painting, because you can paint anything, you know? And if Warhammer's not popular, I can paint something else. But it's not even about the popularity, frankly. I'm always going to buy Warhammer stuff. But it does open up the opportunity to paint other stuff, because I have been, you know, snuffling after a couple of sponsors, but we're not big enough, you know? Like, I mean, all that growth that Gromex had, I've not, you know? We've been sitting, we were slowly descending from, so 35,008 was our highest ever number. And then we slowly descended until until only last month. And then there was some interest in the channel's deterioration stopped. So I considered that cause for celebration. So I came on stream and drank way too much gin. And it was lovely. And we found something, we just got something lovely. Oh, Warden, you could have mine. Oh, Godfile and Space Marine in grey. I could have just given you mine. That's the downside of being so far apart. I could have just thrown it at you. Because I don't use it. It's just sitting in the cabinet behind me. It's kind of annoying. This little random blob that I didn't want to paint over, I have to turn into something I want to paint. Because the inks told me to do it, so I have to do that. Oh, are they all grey? Okay, then you don't need me then. Bye, Big Mac. See you later, buddy. Or should I say, Fred, see you later? Yeah, the suspicion is there. Yeah, someone was talking McFarlane Toys. They were saying about larger scale models. But I don't remember who it was. Yeah, the country stuff is a bit sucky. It would seem that I would already have myself a lovely new miniature from what Warden's saying if it wasn't for the fact that the country thing. Very mysterious on that front. You've dangled quite a carrot there. My Semtard brain hasn't been able to stop thinking about it since mentioned. So you've kind of, yeah, you kind of attacked me with a carrot there. I don't do well under carrot attack. Right, so that's done. We are really moving on with purples now. You're starting to really see the feel of how it's going to look. And I think this guy's going to be delicious. No, I'm not. There's no way I'm going Titan yet. No way. Resin. Oh, dangerous territory. Very dangerous territory. Big resin models. I don't think I'm ready. What I'd like is something... Do you know what? I don't know what I'd like. I genuinely don't know what I'd want. Because I've indentured on myself. I'm not buying stuff. So I don't know. It's quite a strange place to be. First time in 6 years, actually. That's weird. I don't actually have an answer. I don't actually have a preference. There's also a version of 2015, which I'm a developer of since wanted to play the old version. Of course, that's a few tweaks. Oh, it's got a certain name, isn't it? Robocraft something something, and you had your own servers up. You were doing good work. It was good stuff. How long would it take? A Titan? For me, in the live stream, a week. So what, 15 hours? I reckon 15 hours you do a Titan easy enough. And that's like going super to town on the details on the shoulders as well. because I'll just masking tape and goblin stamp those suckers. I don't think a Titan's a big. I don't think it's a big job. I think it's a lot of open space. You know, I don't think it's. I don't think it's a big job, but getting it cleaned up and glued and pinned in place, that is the bit that's going to take the time. But the painting, I know it's quite a bold claim, but that's how I feel. That's what I think. That might just be typical doesn't own a Titan attitude. I'm sure if Francois was here, he'd be able to explain if it is actually the case or not. Hello, Naz. Thanks. I still would very much consider myself. I just painted over a bit of yellow. I did very much consider myself amateur, but we've clocked in over 100 hours now this year, so I might just simply by sheer volume acquire some more skills. Maybe. Ooh, it's okay. Might just acquire some new skills. I don't know. But we're getting there. What's it? I do think I've acquired some skills subconsciously. I think a little bit of speed. The fact that I don't want to dry brush was a thing already, but the fact that I don't want to have any harsh blends. Maybe Naz. I couldn't tell you, Naz. I couldn't tell you. But thanks. I'll take the compliment. Why can't I take a compliment? What the hell? What is this? I can't take a compliment. I can't accept generosity. I get weird. What is that? Bugs me. It's not even the worst thing. The worst thing is the friggin' little goals and tasks I set myself, and then I get stressed out when I don't do them. That's the worst. That's the worst of the bunch. Because no one's imposing these goals on myself apart from me. It's like, just like, you know, eat breakfast in X amount of time. It's like, why am I doing that? Could I just not sit and enjoy my breakfast? I'm going to have to do that yellow bit. Yeah, I didn't want to get rid of it, but it's just like too tiny a bit of yellow. So the reason this is a bit purpley is because the limb is actually blocking it ever so slightly. So that's why the top of the head is a little bit purpley there. Oh wait, hang on a second. I'm painting a blue bit. I'm an idiot. That's a blue bit. T-shirt. Cotton bud. Greco, help me. I was painting totally the wrong bit. Okay, we're okay. Crisis averted. I was just away there. I don't know what I was doing. There we go. Oh, did you go for pancakes in the end, Warden? Oh, he's gone for breakfast, though. He can answer when he gets back. Oh, breakfast burrito. Hang on, breakfast burrito's a thing? Ooh. Egg, sausage, and cheese in a tortilla is the best thing. That sounds pretty good. Could you go for... Could you get sausage, egg, and bacon? Could you get sausage, egg, and bacon burrito? Because that's the holy trinity for me, for my breakfast meals. Yeah, I would love one of those. I could go for one of those right now, actually. But let's be honest, I say one, I really mean 3. There's quite the little recess in there. Just give it a little bit of token. There we go. That's fine. Now, this little ridge line here along this bit is going to be a bit of a toughie, but I'm not going to do that individually. I'm going to just try and run the brush across because I've put a little bit of paint on other areas, so it should let me just do that. And it kind of did. It kind of did let me, didn't it? Ever so slightly. Oh, you're off to the shop again? Off to the Swarmlord. Are you picking it up, or is the other half picking it up for you? Did you decide? Did you decide on if you're going to get an extra torso and legs? Sorry, extra 2 torsos and legs. Did you decide on if you were going to go for that idea? The Hive Tyrant box is a real gem because you can indeed build Swarmlord Hive Tyrant variants, but extra pair of legs and 2 torsos, and you get yourself a Hive Tyrant, Swarmlord, and a Winged Hive Tyrant. So, I mean, that's a really good box, I think. A rare gem that you can get so much out of one kit. It just hang out and talk about it, Chang. Burger Chang. Like, it just, you don't know until you know, and you'll be amazed what gets brought up in conversation on here. You'll pick up loads. I guess if you really wanted to find out a few things, you can always come on the Discord and someone will be happy to answer any questions there. But just ask away. If in doubt, give us a shout. Oh, what a nice little phrase. If in doubt, give us a shout. Warden's almost right. Only the blessed and the righteous get to drink Agrax. But yeah, those that earn the privilege of supping on Agrax's delicious nectar, only the righteous get that right. Yeah, only the just, only the chosen. I myself never been allowed to drink Agrax. I've got to just chug down the harsh, lumpy dangle that is null oil. I don't deserve it. Agrax is chosen. You know what? It could very well be, couldn't it? That could be, yeah. But chosen is like a little bit like chaos chosen. Agrax righteous. We have to move away from chaos chosen. I feel like it's already gone. I feel like it's already been snuffled up. What could we do for a name? Champion, yeah. Herald, no, that's gone. What's another word for champion or herald or something that indicates a unit is elite in some way? That's an interesting question. I wonder what we could have. Praetor's not a thing. I mean, it is a thing. I'm sure it's a Google search away. I'm sure we could figure out something. That's all blue. That's all blue. That looks like it wants to be purple. A little bit in there. But no, I guess we do. Yeah, we can do a little bit of purple in here. Because then it gives us a point to transition, to blend a little bit. So let's give that a little bit in there. Fine. Then we can continue it there. And that bit definitely is purple. Ooh, what was the name? Oh, just going to nip to the loo. I'm going to nip to the loo, and then we'll give Titus another dousing, okay? I'll be right back, guys. Just one moment. Yeah. Scythes of the Void. Void Scythes. Ooh. Titus, you have been summoned. Oh, you look a little bit moist. You know what's going to solve that moist paint issue? More paint. Calgar Blue. The good news is if the glue doesn't hold particularly well, the paint sure as well will hold Calgar. Calgar? Titus on his new base. Calgar seems like a nice model. But again, I haven't painted any Ultramarines until this one, so... He is as big as Calgar. It's true. Yeah, maybe he's going to make a shot for Chapter Master. Warden, is it your wife saying you have to finish that before you get the Swarm Lord? Is that are you being told that's the case, or is that self-imposed? Oh, Titus, look at you. You are. Do you know what, guys? There's going to come a time in the not too distant future that we're not even going to realise that he's on two bases. You know, it's gonna be a point. Like, we're gonna be like, no one's gonna know that there was another base. It is already. It's like reverse erosion. We're just slowly. Right, oh no, I'm running out of time. I really want to get these blues done. Oh yeah, you're going to the paintball thing. That's this weekend though, isn't it? Aren't we on Wednesday? No. Tuesday. Wednesday? Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, the base will go. And the base will go gladly into being consumed. It will not fight the consumption of its base, of itself. It will gladly go into the layers. So when does the season start? Oh no, it looks like we're going to lose you. How long do we lose you for? 6 months? Till October. Till October, starting when? I'm smelling a plan. When does it start? Okay. Warden, I'm gonna say it right. Unless there is some sheer horrible real life torpedo, I'm gonna stay the course. Okay, I'm gonna stay the course. I know you'll be here in spirit. There might be a shrine constructed in some sort. Then it might get a bit weird, but when you return in October, we shall herald your return. In fact, I'm gonna write with a pen. I'm going to write October, Warden, right there. Now we know. Hey, man. It might get really, things might, we're only in February, so by October you might come back and there might be a lot of ground to catch up. You know, things will have continued in your absence. But I will stay the course. I shan't let you down. How you doing, Mint? Are you one and done? One comment and gone? Or you want to hang around, chit chat, tell us a bit about yourself, maybe build some lore, you know? Don't you worry about it, Warden. Don't you worry about it, buddy. Well, I mean, you retain your citizen status. You'll have that forever. So, even if the worst happens and we never see you again, You will always be content in the fact that you are indeed a citizen. I'm going to splodge a little bit more ink in that. It's going to be tough to say goodbye to you, Warden. You're one of the more active chatters. It's going to be rough. There might be a little stage of transition, or the opposite will happen. It's be like, oh, it's so much better on here without Warden. Oh, I can't believe he was being... I can't believe what a weight has lifted. Thank God that Warden left. Oh, no, I sure hope it doesn't get to October anytime soon. Who knows? I don't know. It could go either way. But I do like the idea of a little shrine. I think we might have to create that, throw Greco and Darkness in there as well. What do we have left here? We were up here, weren't we? This flesh layer is actually the largest layer that we do on this model, actually. We went smallest one with the armor to largest one with the flesh, and then the camouflage layer is kind of in between. It's looking really bloody tasty. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be good when we started yesterday. I didn't realise it was going to be this good, but yeah. So far, there's nothing about painting this that hasn't been enjoyable. Oh, crikey, I really did enjoy that bit. I don't know what these little bits are in here. I might even re-ink these little crevices. I might do something with those. Well, that's the thing, right? So, the way I'm painting this guy isn't the easiest way to paint a Tyranid, that's for sure. It's only because I'm trying to up my skills for the 1000, right? You can get away with painting Tyranids very, very easily. You can definitely do better. Freds, catch you later, buddy. See you soon. Thank you very much again, Freds. I'll catch you later. We're entering the sad times. Freds is gone, which means I have to go soon. That's the thing, Burger. Yeah, they don't look easy, but yeah, you can cheese them. They can be very easy to do. Yeah, I'm definitely going the long way around with this. But my goal is a little bit different. I'm not trying to necessarily get Tyranids paid as quickly as possible. I'm trying to get my skills up for the 1000. Well, no, not even for the 1000. I'm just trying to get my skills up. Oh, Warden with the burn. Wait, no, you're not. You're not saying my Space Marines take forever. You're saying that painting a Space Marine takes forever. Well, hang on. I had I had disadvantages with that Space Marine. Yeah, I was I was playing with a handicap. Yeah. But now we know, like, don't drink and paint. It could result in you applying a squad's worth of layers to a single model. Warden, I don't have any threats in my Discord PMs. Am I missing something? Do I need to be on the lookout for something somewhere, or what's the dealio? Do I need to look? Do I need to pay attention, or can I just? Because I was gonna shut everything down and race off after the stream. Or will you just let me know? Should we just do it? Let you let me know. But yeah, so I might have so one or two layers too many. Yeah, I might have done that. It's true. But we never would have known unless we tested the theory. So we know now what happens. So if ever again I'm drinking on stream, then we know that you're going to get a lot of coats on a single model. You know? First things first, that one sentence, don't worry about dumb. Mint. Think about who you're talking to. You know? I'm not ever gonna say someone's dumb. Alright. Do you remember me? It was when you got a tip for varnish and the Chaos Space Marine Terminator with a Warnug stripe with yellow and black. Ooh. What month was this, Mint? Because the thing is, with the remembering, my memory's not only bad, but also if it was like October, then gee whiz, kind of a lot of time has progressed with regards to the channel. Like, you know, we've been streaming every day, a lot of stuff going on. So when did we have this chat? And also the Chaos Space Marines, the Chaos Terminators. Oh, you're talking friggin' Iron Warriors. That was a while ago. Space Marine Terminator with a yellow stripe. It would have been if it was Iron Warriors, they're regular Marines. I don't have a Chaos Terminator with a stripe on. Or do I? Does anyone remember? There's been a few of us have been around since then. Does anyone recall a Chaos Terminator with a stripe on? I'm curious now. What was Chaos Terminator with a yellow stripe? I haven't painted the only Chaos Terminators I have that would have a red stripe on would be the Capapachi Terminators, but now they've got new scale ones. I'm not even going to bother painting the old ones. Plus, for some reason, I painted two with Storm Bolters, one with Lightning Claws. Okay. So, Warden, it's funny you mention thrones and cardboard boxes, right? So, first things first, is anyone here familiar with the movie Star Trek 3 Search for Spock? Because I am flirting with building a Klingon warship's bridge, and dressing up as Korg, who is the main Klingon, the Doc Brown Klingon, the best one, and doing the scene where they're cloaked, and he's like, enemy ship approaching, 5,000 Calicams, and he's like, "Hoi, shui, chui, choo," and he's like saying, like, just shoot the, because he recently executed a member of his crew for blowing up a ship that he wanted prisoners, and he's like, don't destroy the ship to the new weapons officer. But I kind of feel like dressing up as one of those and shouting. But if I was to shout it, I'd have to learn the Klingon phrases, because you can learn Klingon. All the phrases are written down. Some better Star Trek fans than me have done that. So Mint. Danke. Kein Problem. Kein Problem. Alles klar? Yeah, kein Problem. Ich liebe Deutsch. So, I don't know if you know about this about me, but I'm a bit of a Germany fan. Bit of a fan. My brother studied there for a long time, and he speaks German fluently, so I'm a little bit of a fan. Ironically, it's much like the States. I've never got to visit, but yeah, it's just another one of those things that I haven't been able to do. But yeah, again, German people, never met one I haven't liked. Yeah, I like it. What can I say? I do think I'm very close to having all of the purples done. I think this is the last bit up here. But again, if I ever got the privilege to visit Germany, I'd want to be immersed in German culture. I'd want to do things Germans do, like their pastimes, their activities. Oktoberfest would be delicious. I'd love that. I'd love to go to one of those. But yeah, again, I'd want to do whatever is like quintessentially culturally German. And the thing with German is that I quite enjoy trying to speak the language. I enjoy that. So I would want to try and improve my German whenever possible. We've done them. That's it. That's all those bits done. I think it's going to be delicious. So, table's top tip: if you want to do lighting and shading right, just shine a light on it, and then mark your areas with ink, and then you can just kind of like cheese it. You don't have to worry about doing light and shadow on the whole model. You can just shine it once. And you saw, guys, yesterday we did the ink in. It didn't take that long to mark out, and then you're safe in knowing where it's going to be, you know? So, and what's really delicious is, yeah, sure, we've got to put on the dark blue on the front section, but from that point on, the model's only going to get lighter and brighter, and it's just lovely. So let's ink those eyes. The eyes are going to be yellow, but I'm gonna throw an ink on them first. Okay, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know the smaller festivals. I would be a 100% ignorant Englishman. I wouldn't know the smaller festivals, but I mean, I'll put it on the list. I just want to go like somewhere that's like just super nice example of German culture. That's what I'd want. My only concern, and this is with a lot of countries, is that I do something that in a different culture is offensive, and being English, it's like a capital crime, you know, frankly. Ghosty, hello. Hello, Ghosty. We're just talking about German festivals. I used to love travelling, but it changes, you know? The way you travel, you can't just pick up and go now. It's changed. It's changed. You can't just pack up a bag and jump on a plane. It's different with kids. Now, I know that's a lot of ink, and some of you may be panicking right about now, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the ink in there, leave it for a moment and take it out, all right? Especially this eye. That's an awful lot. That's an awful lot of ink in that eye. Boop. There we go. That's what it needs. Now, I could leave that, but we've already said it's not for everyone. You know, it's like I don't really have interest in sandwiches, you know? It's like anything. Some people are interested, some people are not. It's just whatever your preference is, you know? They are, aren't they? But they are just ink at the moment. So all they are, it's this one, which I might use as my new white pigment with Corax White. That's the white. And what we've strapped on. However, and that's the yellow. But with these eyes, right, maybe we don't go super bright with them. Maybe when this is dark blue, do you know what? I am going to put a little yellow on them. Not a lot, just a smidge. And a tiny smidge of phalanx. You heard it here. Ghosty said table. Yes, on this sturdy table. Exactly. On this sturdy table. Yeah, we did these, what, last week? It's just some Sternguard. They're just... I just wanted to paint some greys. And I wanted to kind of like make my own Space Marinis. And I wanted to paint grey. I wanted to get better paint grey. I wanted kind of like almost Stormtrooper vibe. That's what I was aiming for. But this is the next Marine we're going to do. I can't wait for this one. Now that I've changed the head. I couldn't decide on the head because I didn't like... I'm not very good at painting faces. So now that we found a helmet that I think fits, this is going to be the next Marine to paint. And I'm really looking forward to this one. He will be starting... Oh, if not today, then tomorrow for sure. Oh, is it? It's more of an outside. If they ever exist as a chapter, currently there's no lore for them, because if I am moving towards... Cause it started off as a joke, but we're kind of fleshing out one of the missing Primarchs. We're kind of fleshing out in that direction, because it allows us to do Kit Batu stuff. And we've actually developed some lore in here about it, to the point of where I think we need to write it down. Hang on. If you like corn stuff, one sec. I'll just get my. I'll just grab out the demon prints. Hang on. So we did this quite a while back now. I think we can improve on it now, but at the time it was a bit of a stretch. One thing I really like about it is the this shoulder pad. That was a big step through in how we paint things. I was pretty pleased with that. But yeah, there's Corny Guy. Got him for free in the end. Pretty cool. And then I've got these guys. Again, they're a little older now, but I enjoyed painting them at the time. So yeah, there's a couple of things for you. But the reds, as Francois mentioned, the reds are a bit flat. Well, the trouble is, Warden, I got him in like a big box of stuff, and he just came as he was, just assembled as he was, so I didn't get a choice in what his layout is. He's actually got chicken feet as well, like from the Zeech variant, so... But I sold off most of the batch, and I got him for free, so I didn't... I just figured, you know what, I'll still paint him. I got no choice in the delivery, in the assembly, and I also didn't get the extra bits. So yeah, I didn't get to assemble him. It's just part of the you know, you get he was essentially a free model because I went to the effort of selling everything else. But yeah, I didn't get to choose the the construction, unfortunately. I'm not regretting painting those eyes. Ever so slightly bit of yellow went on the skull, but I know it makes it look a little, unfortunately. Right, well, there you go, progress made. Unfortunately, blue tack's got to come off. What I'd like to do is stay here for the rest of the day, but not going to happen. But yeah, you might see me around on Instagram for the Kit Bashing live stream. We're making Techno Barbarian stuff, I've decided it's going to be. For now, that's what the current thing we're making is. I'm really not regretting those eyes. Yeah, there'll be one, Warden. Yeah, there'll be one. Because that's as long as that's as long as Instagram gives me. It cuts me off after an hour. so yeah, it's just an hour at the end of the day. There's currently no plan to make a bigger live stream, but what I'd really like to do, what I'd like the plan to be, would be to sit here for a day, you know, and just hang out for a day. That would be really nice. And then, like, people, you know, you're pottering around doing some housework and then sit down in the evening or something, you know, just like for the, yeah, because it's just kit bashing, and also it's not the painting thing, and we already do like 3.5 hours before we get to that hour, and it's at the very end of the day when the kids are finally in bed and I'm really tired. So yeah, it's just like a little good night to the day sort of thing, you know. I'm just testing it out because we're doing the TikTok one every day as well, so it's just we did take 40 minutes finding parts, it's true. It's only the second one, so it's going to be a bit jaunty, and I could always drop it if it's not very good. But yeah, finding the parts, like I say, second stream, I'm willing to give it a week before, if it doesn't fall into place. But at the moment, I quite like making the thing. Again, I think, yeah, being a bit more efficient with the parts. And in my defense yesterday, probably about 60% of the bits that I cracked out were new to that stream and new unboxed in that moment. Like, I just found them literally before the stream started. So, but I think we can get it to a good place. We made more progress yesterday than we did the day before. So, you know, so that's something. Oh, I love this guy. Absolutely love it. Okay, right. Let's mark the hours. Oh, I don't. This is a new thing, like really not wanting to go. It's a new 874. Wow. 74. This yeah, when Fred's goes, I know the clock's ticking. Titus is not dry, unfortunately, Warden. So his how do you say, his undercarriage is a little bit moist. So he will not be receiving another coat. But anyway, guys, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Yeah, I'll see you this evening, if not tomorrow, guys. All right, take care. Loves you. Bye.